Welcome to part 2 of the Forge level review, being played on OnLive. Notice that I'm not using much of the map at all. And if you're going to lose the battle on Forge, you're going to do it near the end because it surprises you with a rapid increase in difficulty. Prepare to expect an enormous air attack as well as overwhelming numbers of ground forces, all at once. I've already got my basic defensive framework down, and these are most of the units I'll be using for the remainder of this review, or walkthrough, or whatever. The remainder of the battle. I'm just going to upgrade everything to level 3, and then trap the enemies with my level 3 temporal device and destroy them. It's too bad that defense grid doesn't leave the enemy carcasses on the ground after you've killed them, because there would be a huge mountain of bodies of alien tanks and wreckage right there at the entrance. And that would be gratifying. So, defense grid designers, if you're listening, leave the bodies on the ground. It's a reminder of how well you're doing.
Sooner we get it, sooner we get what it's carrying.
I love it when it says that. It always makes it sound like it's carrying something exciting, like a pizza. Get it! I want that pizza, I'm hungry. It's probably enemy units, but it could be a pizza. Maybe. I'm hoping that one of these times it is.
That's what a cannon's made for.
It's not really fun to build air defenses because you're building towers that you're never even going to watch. But they're important to use in this level, and upgrade them because level 1 air defense does nothing against the ending waves. You want level 3 or at least a number of level 2s. But keep a close eye on the enemy air units when they fly in because they're still going to get through most of my air defenses. If any enemy air unit touches your cores, you've lost that core and you've lost your gold medal for the level. And I'm almost going to lose this level by 1 pixel.
I've got a shield in the others. Let's mop these up. Cover with the guns.
It smells like burned aliens in there. This strategy works so well for this level. I highly recommend trying it, and trying it on some other ones, too. Trap them, kill them quickly, right up front. And of course, the more damage that you do to enemies at the beginning of a level, the easier it is for guns to pick them off as they're walking around near the end of the level. Now, note the enemy waves on screen now. This is just insane. This is where Forge will kill you if you're not prepared. In fact, it's going to give me a run for my money here on the last 2 waves of this game. I'm in resource saving mode because in order to earn a gold medal, you need to have resources left over. So I'm not just buying new cannons, except for that one because I want those units to travel a longer distance. And a $100 cannon is pretty cheap. $200 cannon. Still a value. It's there to make their life slightly more difficult. Until it quickly comes to an end. another important thing to mention is that when you place a level 3 tower somewhere in the middle of a map, a level 3 temporal tower that slows enemies down, it spreads out for quite some distance and affects enemies everywhere. So bad guys that may even reach the cores, when they try to escape, they're still going to get caught up in that temporal device and leveled by those level 3 cannons. I've got to catch my breath here. After building all of those air defenses, the enemy air units are still flying right through them. This is one of the more challenging air attacks in the game. I almost lose it here. In fact, I'm surprised I didn't. I think my one cannon, or one of the cannons, just picked off that last enemy. And after surviving that, I'm in the clear, because everything else on screen is pretty slow and will eventually be destroyed. If you can survive that last air attack, you've got it made. It's Defense Grid Gold, the Forge level, one of the surprising challenges in the game.
It is well beyond shell-shocked, I think.
Actually, I think he's quite happy to be on a CGR Macro review. He's like, hey, what's up? Hi, Classic Game Room. Oh god, I'm being destroyed now. Bye.
Using our cannon shell solves any number of problems. It is well beyond shell-shocked, I think.
I slightly redirected his path. I want him to walk by those last several cannons just to make them feel better, like they're part of the battle. Okay, there he goes. Well, see you next time on Classic Game Room.
Finally secure. Well done. You emptied their pockets and kissed their sisters. Well done.